This is the moment of entry, a literal avalanche of potential.
Safety and cleanliness are maintained from the very first second of almond intake.
Out of the pit, the almonds are now on a guided path toward the initial cleaning phase.
Constant sampling ensures that the quality of the incoming almonds meets strict factory standards.
Pre-screening is vital to protect the delicate almond processing machinery downstream. Not a single almond is wasted. Efficiency is the hallmark of the modern facility. Environmental protocols extend even to the vehicles that transport the almonds.
The almonds have left the elements behind. Their industrial refinement is about to begin. This facility is a masterpiece of engineering, designed for one purpose: almond perfection. The human element remains the heartbeat of this automated almond empire. Security protocols ensure that only certified specialists handle the almond harvest. Precision begins with the person. Every detail of PPE is vital for almond food safety.
Contamination is the enemy. Cleanliness is the standard for almond processing.
A final barrier of air ensures the almond environment remains pristine.
From here, the true scale of the almond journey becomes
Gravity and air pressure move the almonds through a labyrinth of steel.
Data-driven harvesting ensures the almonds are processed at their peak condition.
Temperature control is essential to preserving the natural oils within every almond.
The journey inside begins. The raw almond meets the machine.
Every machine is tuned to the exact frequency required for almond handling.
Oversight is constant. Quality is non-negotiable in the world of almond production.
Safety systems stand ready, protecting both the workers and the almond integrity.
We leave the entry behind and dive deep into the first stage of almond purification.
Gravity and air work in perfect harmony to purge the almond stream of orchard stones. Air aspiration ensures that only the densest, high-quality almonds continue the journey.
Precision tension is applied to release the almond from its final protective layer.
Nothing is wasted. Every part of the almond harvest finds its purpose.
Magnetic protection is the first of many silent sentinels guarding almond food safety. Uniformity is essential for the precision roasting and slicing stages that follow.
We now enter the digital heart of the almond factory, the optical inspection zone. At the speed of light, every individual almond is judged for aesthetic and structural perfection. Only the flawless remain. The machine's eye is faster than any human could be.
Preparation meets inspection as the almonds reach the final human checkpoint of the cleaning phase.
The human eye provides the final layer of trust in the almond quality chain.
Verification happens at every stage to ensure the almond's journey remains on track.
A final, gentle wash ensures the almonds are biologically pristine before processing.
Controlled drying preserves the almond's crisp texture and shelf life. Cleaned and ready, the almonds now ascend to the heart of the manufacturing stage.
In this stage of the almond processing factory, heat is used to prepare the kernels for their final form.
Precision timing ensures the skin is loosened without cooking the precious almond oil. Mechanical friction achieves what once took hours of manual labor in the almond processing factory. Total separation is achieved, leaving only the pure, ivory-colored almond meat. Human eyes verify the success of the blanching process in the almond processing factory.
Removing moisture is critical for the crisp snap required in the almond processing factory.
Precision blades transform whole kernels into uniform slices within the almond processing factory. Every millimeter matters when crafting the perfect almond slice in this factory. Diversification of product begins here, as the almond processing factory meets varied market demands. From slices to dice, the almond processing factory optimizes every part of the kernel. Only the most consistent shapes move forward in the almond processing factory.
A light coating of oil ensures even heat distribution within the almond processing factory's roasters.
The raw stage ends here as the almonds enter the heat of the factory's core roaster. Expertise and technology combine to ensure the almond processing factory produces a perfect golden roast. The core transformation is complete. The almond processing factory has turned raw kernels into golden perfection.
In the almond processing factory, cooling is a race against time to lock in the perfect flavor profile. Transformation takes a new turn as whole kernels are prepared for their most liquid form in the almond processing factory.
Consistency is the goal, achieved through the slow, powerful mixing cycles of the almond processing factory.
The almond processing factory also caters to the baking world, turning kernels into delicate, snow-white flour.
Purity is measured in microns during the sifting process at the almond processing factory. The almond processing factory creates a variety of tastes through precision seasoning application.
Quality control in the almond processing factory ensures every almond carries the exact intended flavor.
Heat is used one final time to seal the seasoning into the almond surface at the almond processing factory.
The versatility of the almond is fully realized in the extraction bays of the almond processing factory.
Food safety is paramount, especially when handling the liquid gold produced in the almond processing factory.
Every movement within the almond processing factory is controlled to maintain product integrity.
Scientific precision defines the final transformation stage at the almond processing factory.
The raw and transformed products now move toward the high-tech heart of the almond processing factory.
We enter the realm of the machines. Phase 6 ends as Phase 7's automation begins in the almond processing factory.
Logistics within the almond processing factory are handled by a silent fleet of intelligent machines. Every gram is calculated in milliseconds to ensure zero waste in the almond processing factory. Artificial intelligence serves as the final arbiter of quality within the almond processing factory.
Strength and grace define the heavy lift automation sectors of the almond processing factory.
The entire almond processing factory can be adjusted with a single touch, ensuring total fluid control.
Continuous, automated sampling ensures that every batch in the almond processing factory is verified.
Timing is everything in the high-velocity world of the almond processing factory.
Speed meets airtight precision in the capping department of the almond processing factory.
Digital traceability is burned into every product leaving the almond processing factory.
This is the brain of the almond processing factory, where data is turned into decision.
Space is optimized through the vertical intelligence of the almond processing factory. Automation in the almond processing factory is as gentle as it is fast. In the almond processing factory, accuracy is measured by the drop. The machines have done their work. Now, the almond processing factory moves to the final touch.
We enter the final stretch, where the almond processing factory applies the finishing touches to a world-class product.
Aesthetics meet quality. A polished almond is the signature of this almond processing factory.
Safety is the invisible ingredient in every batch produced by the almond processing factory. Preservation is a science, and the almond processing factory uses chemistry to lock in the crunch.
A perfect seal is the final promise of quality from the almond processing factory.
In the almond processing factory, there is no room for error. Every bag must be exact.
Precision branding reflects the precision of the almond processing factory's internal processes. We listen to the product. The sound of a perfect seal is music to the almond processing factory.
The almond processing factory sees what others cannot, ensuring total purity.
Human verification remains the final seal of approval in the almond processing factory.
High-tech solutions provide the ultimate barrier for the almond processing factory's premium products. Every unit is given an identity, a biography of its journey through the almond processing factory.
Efficiency is consolidated as the almond processing factory prepares for bulk. The physical work is done. Now, the almond processing factory proves its quality in the lab. Before it leaves our site, the almond processing factory must confirm perfection one last time.
Inside the almond processing factory, science provides the final verdict on every harvest.
Biological purity is non-negotiable within the walls of the almond processing factory.
Precision drying in the almond processing factory is verified to the 0.1%.
Safety screenings at the almond processing factory ensure every nut is free from natural contaminants.
Consistency is a science. The almond processing factory ensures every batch looks identical.
The perfect crunch is a metric we measure with absolute precision in the almond processing factory. We analyze the very essence of the almond to guarantee peak nutritional value.
Technology is powerful, but the human palate remains the final. For the bakers of the world, the almond processing factory provides unmatched flour consistency. Smoothness is measured and mastered in every jar produced by the almond processing factory.
We test the limits of our packaging to ensure the almond's freshness is locked in.
We look into the future to ensure our almonds stay fresh long after they leave the factory. With the data confirmed, the almond processing factory releases the harvest to the world.
The lab has spoken. The almonds are ready for their final destination.
From the microscope to the palate, the almond processing factory ensures perfection in every crate.
The final architecture of the harvest is built here in the almond processing factory.
Security and stability are wrapped into every shipment leaving the almond processing factory. Mobility is the next step in the almond processing factory's logistics chain.
Scale meets organization in the silent storage heart of the almond processing factory.
Every almond is accounted for in the digital ledger of the almond processing factory. Demand from around the globe is met with precision by the almond processing factory. The staging area is the final checkpoint before the almond processing factory sends its goods to market. Thousands of pounds of perfection are loaded into every vehicle at the almond processing factory. Safety in transit is the final duty of the almond processing factory. From the branch to the bag, the quality of our almonds is unmistakable.
This vast inventory is the result of a meticulously controlled industrial journey.
Another shipment begins its global journey, carrying the excellence of the almond processing factory.
And this is how modern factories produce almonds from start to finish.
The journey of the almond, a cycle of nature perfected by industry.